The finisher is back. In a move that sent shockwaves through the NBA, Lauri Markkanen is returning to the Chicago Bulls. But this isn't the same Markkanen who left 2 years ago. He's now an all-star, the league's most improved player, and a bona fide scoring machine. So how did this blockbuster trade happen? What does it mean for the Bulls' future? And why would Utah let their star go? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the trade that's turned the NBA upside down. The Finnish Phenom is coming home, and nothing will ever be the same. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. Today we have some exciting news to share with you. If you haven't heard already, brace yourselves, because the Finnish Phenom is making his triumphant return to the Windy City. That's right, folks. The Chicago Bulls have officially confirmed the acquisition of Lauri Markkanen, and the basketball world is buzzing with excitement. So, grab your favorite Bulls merch, settle in, and let's break down this blockbuster move that's shaking up the NBA landscape. The announcement. Let's start with the basics. Earlier today, the Chicago Bulls front office dropped a bombshell on social media, announcing that they've successfully negotiated a deal to bring Lauri Markkanen back to the team. The Finnish forward, who spent his first 4 NBA seasons with the Bulls before being traded in 2021, is now set to don the iconic red and black jersey once again. This news comes as a surprise to many, considering Markkanen's recent success with the Utah Jazz and his previous departure from Chicago. But as we all know, the NBA is full of unexpected twists and turns, and this latest development is proof of that. Markkanen's journey. Now, for those who might need a refresher or for our newer Bulls fans, let's take a quick trip down memory lane and recap Lauri Markkanen's NBA journey so far. Markkanen was originally drafted 7th overall by the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 2017 NBA draft, but was immediately traded to the Bulls as part of the Jimmy Butler deal. He burst onto the scene as a rookie, showcasing his unique blend of size, shooting, and mobility that earned him comparisons to NBA legends like Dirk Nowitzki. In his first season with the Bulls, Markkanen averaged an impressive 15.2 points and 7.5 rebounds per game, earning himself a spot on the NBA All-Rookie First Team. His sophomore season saw even more improvement, with his scoring average jumping to 18.7 points per game. However, the next 2 seasons were a bit of a roller coaster for the Finnish star. Injuries, coaching changes, and inconsistent play led to a decline in his production and efficiency. By the end of the 2020-2021 season, it seemed that both Markkanen and the Bulls were ready to part ways. In August 2021, Markkanen was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers as part of a 3-team deal. He spent 1 season in Cleveland before being moved again, this time to the Utah Jazz as part of the blockbuster Donovan Mitchell trade. And that's where things got really interesting. The Utah Renaissance. In Utah, we saw a completely revitalized Lauri Markkanen. Free from the expectations and pressures of his early career, the Finnish forward flourished in a system that maximized his strengths. The 2022-2023 season was nothing short of a revelation for Markkanen. He posted career highs across the board, averaging 25.6 points and 8.6 rebounds per game while shooting an efficient 49.9% from the field and 39.1% from beyond the arc. This breakout performance earned him his first All-Star selection and the NBA's Most Improved Player award. Markkanen's success continued into the current season, firmly establishing himself as one of the league's most versatile and dangerous forwards. His ability to space the floor, attack off the dribble, and punish mismatches in the post made him a nightmare for opposing defenses. So, the question on everyone's mind is, why would the Jazz let go of such a valuable player? And how did the Bulls manage to bring him back? The deal. Now, let's break down the details of this blockbuster trade. According to sources close to the team, the Bulls are sending a package that includes 2 future first-round draft picks, 2025 and 2027, both top 3 protected. Promising young forward Patrick Williams, veteran guard Alex Caruso, and a 2026 second-round pick swap. In return, the Bulls receive Lauri Markkanen, a 2024 second-round pick from the Jazz. At first glance, this might seem like a steep price for the Bulls to pay. However, when you consider Markkanen's recent level of play and his potential impact on the team, it starts to make a lot more sense. The Bulls' perspective. So, why did the Bulls make this move? Let's break it down from their perspective. Star power. The Bulls have been searching for a true second star to pair with Zach LaVine. While DeMar DeRozan has been excellent, at 34 years old, he's not a long-term solution. Markkanen, at just 26, could be that player. Spacing and versatility. Markkanen's ability to stretch the floor as a 7-footer opens up driving lanes for LaVine and creates mismatches that the Bulls can exploit. Familiarity. Despite the ups and downs of his first stint in Chicago, Markkanen is familiar with the organization and some of his former teammates. This could lead to quicker integration and on-court chemistry. Potential. The Bulls are betting that Markkanen's Utah renaissance wasn't a fluke, but rather a sign of things to come. If he can maintain or even improve upon his recent level of play, this trade could be a franchise-altering move. The Jazz's perspective. Now, let's look at why the Jazz agreed to this deal. Draft capital. The 2 first-round picks are valuable assets for a team that's still in the midst of a rebuild. Young talent. Patrick Williams, while he hasn't fully lived up to his potential in Chicago, is still just 22 years old and has shown flashes of being a solid two-way player. Veteran leadership. Alex Caruso brings championship experience and elite perimeter defense to a young Jazz team. Financial flexibility. Moving Markkanen's contract gives the Jazz more room to maneuver in future free agency periods. Impact on the Bulls. Now, let's talk about how Markkanen fits into the current Bulls roster and what it means for the team moving forward. The most likely starting lineup for the Bulls now looks something like this. PG, Kobe White. SG, Zach LaVine. SF, DeMar DeRozan. PF, Lauri Markkanen. C, Nikola Vucevic. This lineup offers a potent mix of scoring, shooting, and playmaking. The spacing provided by Markkanen should open up driving lanes for LaVine and DeRozan, while also creating more open looks for Vucevic in the post. Defensively, there might be some challenges, particularly in protecting the rim. However, Markkanen has shown improvement on that end of the floor during his time in Utah, and his length and mobility could be assets in certain defensive schemes. What's next for the Bulls? With this move, it's clear that the Bulls are pushing their chips to the center of the table. They're betting that this core, led by LaVine, Markkanen, and DeRozan, can compete at the highest levels of the Eastern Conference. The next steps for the organization will likely include integrating Markkanen into the offensive system and maximizing his skill set, addressing depth issues, particularly in the backcourt after losing Caruso, potentially making additional moves to shore up the defense. The Bulls' next game is just around the corner, and all eyes will be on Markkanen as he makes his return to the United Center. Will he be in the starting lineup right away? How will he mesh with his old/new teammates? These are questions we'll soon have answers to. One thing's for sure, the energy in Chicago is about to reach fever pitch. Expect to see a lot of Markkanen jerseys in the stands and hear plenty of welcome back chants when he steps onto the court. And there you have it, Bulls fans. Lauri Markkanen, the Finnish Phenom, is coming back to where it all began. It's a bold move by the Chicago front office, one that could define the franchise for years to come. What do you think about this trade? Are you excited to see Markkanen back in a Bulls uniform? Or do you have concerns about how this new-look team will perform? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Bulls news and analysis. We'll be keeping a close eye on how this situation develops, so stay tuned for more updates. Until next time, go Bulls!